One love, job bless. Fire Nelson here, and today I'm here to talk to you about how pain brings blessings. So, of course, I gotta say, pain doesn't always bring blessings, but I think 9 times out of 10, it brings blessings. There's, of course, times in life where we have situations that come up and we think that they aren't for us, where we think that we are disconnected from the source, or we're disconnected in ways that thinking that the whole world is out to get us, or these people are out to get us, or this situation is only terrible and there's nothing good that could ever come from this situation. But if we truly are aware and looking for the blessings, they are always going to be there. But it takes time to build that awareness. It takes us using our spiritual practices of meditation and prayer and journaling and knowledge building to be confident that every single situation we are going through at this time, we're going to be able to get through. And I know it's hard. I know it's difficult because lots of times we are going through situations where it doesn't seem like anything is going to get better, where it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to find a solution or a way out. But we have to stay focused on the positive, stay focused on what we know truly within and throughout, that the Most High is always pushing us to our greatest good, our greatest version. And how do we know that as well? Well, we can look at different situations of life. When we're being pushed to our greatest version, 9 times out of 10, it's a tough situation. When an athlete is on the field and they're starting their journey, they're starting their sport, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be the best person. They're not going to be the very most talented person straight out of the gate. 6 years old, they're just a superstar. No. It takes a lot of effort. And then they get to a certain age, even if they didn't start at 6 years old or wherever age they started at, but they get to a certain age where they might have a few more skills, might have a few more strength, but they still are not as skilled as to where they want to be. They aren't as knowledgeable as to the truth of where they need to get to. It takes them time to truly build the skills up, to build the knowledge up, to really understand, okay, I need to be here, I need to do this in order for me to achieve this goal, in order for me to win this game, in order for me to be able to make this team. I'm going to need to push myself. I'm going to need to work harder. I'm going to need to at least keep up with the rest. It's going to take a lot of running. It's going to take a lot of action. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of faith and trust that I'm able to do these things. There's going to be times where you're going to want to give up. There's going to be times where you're just exhausted completely. A lot of your time is going to be taken up. You're not going to have that free time anymore. This is all what comes with just trying to play a sport. So you think you trying to live your best life, there's not going to be pain, there's not going to be growing pains, there's not going to be things you have to go through and push through and grow yourself through to get to your best version, to get to that dream life that you know is destined for you, that you know is divinely possible with right focus, positivity, doing the divine action that you need to be doing. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take the same discipline that these athletes have, well, for the most part, because some of them are wild. But it's going to take that discipline of an athlete to truly push yourself to get to that level. And you're going to have to go through situations during that time of suffering, pain, trials and tribulations, where you feel like, oh, I might just throw in the towel. But then the next day, you're right back on the field. You're right back praying, you're right back meditating, you're right back being a good person that you know that you're supposed to be. Because regardless of whatever situations you're going through, regardless of however sore your muscles may hurt, regardless of however sore your back is from carrying all these heavy burdens on your heart, you're still going to be a positive person. You're still going to be that beacon of light. You're still going to know that there's a righteous divine blessing ahead for you if you stay that path, if you work hard. Maybe if you work even harder than you've been working, then you know that you're going to make it to the big league. Then you know that you're going to be divinely at peace and harmony at all times. Then you know that you'll be able to end suffering and pain. Because if you're going through this pain, right, but you know what you're going through it for, if you're working out every day twice as hard and your muscles are sore and this and that, but you're loving it because you know that you're going to be able to accomplish your goals even more at the end of it, then it's not even pain. It's really a blessing. You can feel the pain, you can feel the soreness, but it's not thought of to you as pain anymore. It's thought of to you as, oh, that's another muscle being built. That's me getting stronger. I can tell, I can feel it. As long as you don't overextend yourself, you don't want to put too much pressure on you to the point that you break. But as long as you are consistently and patiently building up your spiritual practices, your growth, you will be able to handle much more weight in the long run. You'll be able to handle much more situations in the long run. We don't want to wait until everything is piled up on us until we get back into our meditation, until we get back into our prayers, until we get back into journaling and reading every day. We don't want to wait until the stresses of the world have put so much pressure on us that they break a limb, that they break our mental, that they break our spirit, until we snap and flip out and, we're cussing everybody out at the office. We don't want to wait until the last minute, until we are needing to change, until we're needing assistance to change. The pain is always going to be there. That's a guarantee, but you don't have to wait until the pain is a full-on break. You can wait and you can just say, oh, okay, I felt a little pain doing that. Let me back off. Let me ease off. Let me not put so much pressure on that certain point of my life. Start resisting the negative tendencies of trying to indulge in things that you don't need to be indulging in. Trying to worry about things you don't need to worry about. Stop stressing about things you don't need to be stressing about. There's going to be enough trials and tribulations in your life to come. You don't have to worry about any other things. Enough stress and worry is going to come to you without worrying about some other person's worrying or worrying about something that happened last week or last year or whenever. We have to let go of these past self-limiting doubts and mindsets and past traumas that other people have inflicted in us as well as we have inflicted in others. We have to forgive ourselves and forgive others so that when pain or painful situations or stressful situations or situations that are triggering come up, we don't handle them in a toxic type of way. We can handle them in a peaceful and positive way, in a way that's aligned with our divine awareness. We want to keep our connection with the Most High pure. We don't want to let negativity seep into our thoughts and seep into our soul and our spirit and try to confuse us and make us think that our world is crashing all around us. What we are going through, we are only growing through into our best version, into our best self. When we first start something, it's sometimes tough. When we first start stretching, when we first start doing yoga, when we first even start meditating, it's tough. You don't want to do it every day. You feel like you don't have enough time for it. You feel like, you might be hurting yourself stretching this hard. But then you realize after a few weeks, after a few months, how much beneficial it has been for you, how much changes you have made for the positive, how many blessings have came with you being able to resist giving up on doing these practices, on pursuing your dreams, one step at a time, little by little, bit by bit. When we don't give up in the process just because of a little bit of pain, when we don't just throw in the towel and start living in a whole different way, when we keep on living righteous and keep that holy mindset, keep the divine source within us and throughout us, through those times of trials and tribulations, through the pain, more blessings just come to us in the back end. More blessings just flow to us and through us once we get through this pain and realize what is trying to come to us. And when we go through these situations, we have to realize that there's something that we need to be doing as well. It's not just praying and meditating and you just sitting around waiting for everything to solve itself out and the bills to be paid and, you know, your arthritis to disappear and whatever illness and your mindset just to magically change. No, we have to do effort. We have to do action. We have to get on the field and do the work. We have to read daily. We have to make sure we're doing our yoga and stretching ourselves out. We have to make sure that we are being grateful in everything that we do. We have to push positivity in everything we do so our mindset changes. It takes effort. It's hard not to want to gossip. It's hard not to want to indulge in toxic things. It's hard not to want to drink some soda and, you know, eat candy for breakfast. Like, I would love to drink soda and eat candy for breakfast, but I realized the benefits from not doing that after continually making the right choices and able to see the difference and the clarity in how I think and how I act and how I, you know, walk and don't have pains and things like this. I'm able to see the difference between having discipline and not. At first, it felt painful. At first, it felt like I was suffering, like I was depriving myself of some sweets, like I was depriving myself of meat, like I was depriving myself of fast foods, sodas. At first, it was painful, but then after 30 days, after 60 days, after how many days it takes for some people, I was able to see the benefits. I was able to forget about No, it's not even forget. I was able to realize the false beliefs, the false love I had for those things. I was able to realize the lies I put in my head about those things. And I was able to see the divine truth that I was the cause of my suffering, that I was part of the problem. Because the situation happened, but I chose to carry it. I'm the one who chose to carry it along with me into my now, into my conscious, and hold it with me instead of doing the research when I could have, getting the help when I could have, so I don't have to repeat these traumas, these trials and tribulations, these stresses again and again throughout my life. You see, we need to get the wisdom when we can, when we are going through these hard times. Because they're going to push us to want to do these things, and we're going to gain so much wisdom on the way up from learning these things that is even more of a blessing. Because we'll be trying to solve a problem, and we'll figure out more problems that we can solve on the way to solve that problem. That's what pain does. It helps you solve extra problems that you're going to have in the future while you're just trying to solve one problem. Now you're looking at herbs. You're trying to heal yourself. You're trying to read books now. You got into reading books because you started reading on herbs because you're trying to heal this asthma that you had naturally. It's a snowball effect. Once you start realizing that there's a blessing on the end of every single situation you're going through, it's just trying to manifest itself because we're stubborn people. We've always been stubborn people. And sometimes we need that push. Sometimes we need that pain to wake us up out of our illusion and say, okay, it's time for me to change. Sometimes it takes someone limping for them to realize, okay, I need to do something different. And sometimes they'll be limping for a long time. Then they'll go to the doctor and they have to wait until the doctor says, okay, you need to do something different. before they actually start doing something different, before they actually start stretching themselves, before they actually start changing their diet, take the salt out of their diet, before they actually start taking some vitamins to help build up the bone calcium in their muscles and things like this. So it's going to take action. It's going to take you having to learn wisdom to get through these trials and tribulations, or else you may get through them, yeah, but that doesn't mean you learned anything. So the trials and tribulations most likely are going to come again. That pain is going to come again. You see, when we know exactly what is going on, when the doctor says, okay, I just did surgery on you, you're going to feel pain for the next week, but in about 6 weeks, you're going to be completely healed. Then once you wake up and you start feeling pain, you're not going to be in shock and want to run back to the hospital. You're going to understand and realize, okay, I'm going through this pain, so I'm healed even more. So I won't have to limp. So I won't have to go through these stresses, and I'll be able to run. Matter of fact, you're so not even focused on the pain. You're just so much excited for that 6-week mark so that you can maybe run, so that you can just walk normal, so that you can meditate normal. Don't wait until you're not able to do the things that you love to do to look back and see how blessed you were, how blessed every single day was, just to be able to walk, just to be able to talk, just to be able to breathe, just to be able to sit and meditate for 30 minutes. We have to realize how blessed we are, and that every situation comes with a blessing. Nothing in this life comes easy if it's worth it. That's just what it is. Even the fruits and vegetables that are bitter are some of the best fruits and vegetables for you. The best roots and, vines for you to heal your body. The best leaves for you to heal your body are very, very bitter. It's going to be painful to drink. Even put a little cayenne pepper in there, and it's going to be a little hot in your stomach, but it's going to be very healing for you. Some of the best things in life come with pain. And I'm not talking about, just the exterior physical pain. I know I use a lot of examples like this, but it's just to make you understand that there's always going to be healing at the end of it. Our body is just as miraculous as this universe. Our body heals itself. If you give it the right, fuel to heal itself, if you put it in the right direction, you set it straight and you make sure that you are building it up in the right way, our body is going to heal itself every single time. And that's how the universe does. It aligns us back into our blessings every single time. It aligns us back into a peaceful, serene life every single time if we stay conscious on that healed life, that serene life that we know that we have. We have to know that we already have healing. We have to know that we already are wealthy, that we are blessed, that we are abundant, that we are loved. This is what's going to help you heal mentally, physically, and spiritually, so that when situations of trial and tribulations come again into our life, that we don't look at it as pain, because we have done the work to know how to handle situations. We have learned wisdom from having to learn wisdom about healing ourselves in the past, and learning that wisdom in the past helped us find other stuff and find other sources about other things. So when this trial and tribulation come up, we're like, oh, okay, I know how to handle this. I've already been doing the work. I've already been saving the money. I've already been doing my stretches. Any situation comes up, you can change pain, you can change suffering into seeing something as what it is. And that is just a situation. It is just life. Even death is just life. It's just a part of life. We can look at it with sympathy, but we can understand. The more we understand, the less we suffer, the less pain we go through, spiritually and mentally. And yeah, we might be going through some pain physically until the manifestation comes into fruition. But we understand that there is healing being done. We understand that, yes, we are grieving for this reason, but we aren't grieving for the whole season. We're good. It's just for a few days and we're good. We're not letting a bad situation last week dictate how we feel this week. We're realizing that we are blessed always. We're realizing that every situation comes with a blessing. We have to stretch through the pain. We have to stretch through the trials and tribulations. We have to know on the other side of this is a blessing, and everything is going to work out for the greatest good. It gets deep. It is. It gets deep. But when you realize how important it is looking at things in a positive mindset, in a righteous mindset, keeping your holiness and walking a righteous path at all times, regardless of the situation, keeping that patience, keeping that discipline, keeping that connection with the Most High, everything in your life is going to work out. It's so, a beautiful blessing to see in person. We can't get confused about pain. We can't look at it as such a negative thing and go tell people about it and say, oh, I'm going through this and that, and hopefully it doesn't end up like this and end up like this. No, we have to see the blessings that are coming around the corner. We don't need to share and gossip about our pain. We don't need to share and gossip about our stresses and worries. And we don't need to take on other people's stresses and worries. We just need to focus on the blessing that is trying to manifest. And if you can't see it, then do some prayer and meditation so you can see it. Because there's something there. There's something trying to be shown to you. It's just up to you to truly see it. Now, if you haven't, please subscribe, like, comment, share. And like I said, pain is normal in life. We all have to go through it from time to time. But once you know, okay, I'm going to be healed in 6 months, or I'm going to be healed in a month, then all of a sudden, everything, all the stress is relieved for you, all the worries relieved for you. But that's only because a doctor told you that. But the Most High has told you many times that your prayers will be granted to the righteous. Your blessings will come to you as long as you stay righteous, walk in the path of the Most High. Stay holy. Keep a good heart, keep a good spirit, stay positive. We have to realize that even in back then, in those olden times, the times of the Bible, they realized the connection with pain and blessings. That's why they were confused and thought they needed to sacrifice animals, and some people even used to cut themselves and all types of crazy things. Until Jesus came and was like, hold on, we don't need to be doing any of these things. This is not the pain that the Most High was saying that they wanted for the blessings to come. We don't have to wait until drastic measures to change. We don't have to wait until life gets hectic and drastic to make a change, to feel the blessings. They will come. Just stay patient. Man, I keep pausing because I feel like there's just so much to go in on this. But I feel like I should end there. So like I said, embrace pain. And if you haven't, subscribe, like, comment, share. And I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. And hopefully anything you're going through, you're growing through. One love.